This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and I love it when there's good news to report on. In a world where everyone is constantly getting screwed over in just about a million different ways, it is nice to see when the oppressors get what's coming to them with a dose of justice. And before you get too excited, I will warn you, it is just a dose. Sweet justice indeed, but just a dose nonetheless. But hey, we'll take it. Punishment increased for Toronto police officer who kettled civilians in cold rain during G20 protests. The only senior police officer held accountable for the massive breach of civil rights that occurred during the turbulent G20 summit in Toronto 7 years ago has lost his bid to overturn professional misconduct findings against him and instead will face stiffer punishment, according to Global News. The article goes on to say, amid violence from Black Bloc vandals who sparked chaos on downtown streets on the weekend of June 26 and 27, 2010, Fenton's superiors ordered him to take back the city. His response was to order mass roundups and indiscriminate arrests that included peaceful protesters and innocent passerbyers at the Novotel Hotel on the Esplanade on one day and at Queen Street West and Spadina Avenue the following day. The footage you were just watching comes from my award-winning documentary film Into the Fire, where we expose the Black Bloc and the fact that the events of that weekend were set up by the police through the use of agent provocateurs. And thousands of innocent, peaceful Canadians then had their fundamental rights violated as a result. Links to my film will be included at the end of this video and in the description below. So what was his punishment, you might be wondering, for ordering this massive violation of civil rights? In a decision more than 6 months in the making, the Ontario Civilian Police Commission increased the sentence meted out for Superintendent Fenton, who, among other things, ordered hundreds of people kettled in cold torrential rain for several hours. There appears to be little or no relationship between the obvious seriousness of the misconduct and the penalty imposed, the panel found. It is difficult for us to conceive how convictions for the mass arrests found to be unlawful of hundreds of individuals in contravention of their charter rights are not at the more serious end of the spectrum of misconduct. As a result, the Commission effectively doubled Fenton's sentence to the loss of 60 paid vacation days instead of a reprimand and a loss of 30 days. A loss of 60 days paid vacation? Talk about a slap on the wrist. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is good to see at least some justice being served to some degree 7 years later. But this guy should have been fired, hands down, without question. But then again, maybe the higher-ups were just pinning the blame on him. Among other things, the panel pointed out that Fenton had been essentially hung out to dry by his superiors at the G20, including by former police chief Bill Blair, and had enjoyed an otherwise unblemished 22-year career. However, it also should be noted that he had shown no remorse, and that his actions undermined public confidence in policing. Considering the situation, the Commission found a reprimand for the 200 arrests at the Novotel and 10 lost vacation days for the kettling of hundreds more at Queen and Spadina amounted to a slap on the wrist. Instead, it ordered him to forfeit 20 vacation days for each of those arrests. It also affirmed the punishment of 20 lost days for failing to monitor the weather conditions during the kettling at the intersection. So while it is just a slap on the wrist at this point, it does at least indicate that justice sometimes can be served even to those who are in uniform and sometimes seem untouchable. And who knows, maybe he'll become a meme like Officer Bubbles.
If the bubble touches me, I'm going to be arrested for assault. Do you understand?
Bubbles.
Yes, that's right. It's a deliberate act on your behalf. I'm going to arrest you. Do you understand me? Right, you're going to be in handcuffs. All right? You either knock it off with the bubble, you touch me with that bubble, you're going into custody.
That douchebag was never able to shake that off, and people still call him Officer Bubbles to this day. So maybe the next time you see Fenton on duty in Toronto, we can refer to him as his new, more fitting nickname, Officer Kettles. If you haven't seen my film Into the Fire, please check it out. Links are located in the description below. And I know it's not even December yet, but if you are one of those people who do like to get your Christmas shopping out of the way early, I want to let you know we've got some great items here in the PFT shop. All of our films on DVD with hours and hours of special features that are not online, as well as some cool t-shirts to represent and support independent alternative media. Or another great gift idea for those of you who are interested in legally screwing over the cable and satellite companies, you can get an Android digital cable box from oneworlddigitalsolutions.com, which grants you access to just about every channel you can imagine at only a fraction of the price. And when you order now and anytime before Christmas, you'll save $50 US off the price of a box when you use promo code PFT. So check them out, the links are located in the description below. And for the cannabis lover in your life, be sure to check out Liberty Farms and Grassroots Medicinal for great gift ideas. They've got everything from topical creams to bathing products to tinctures and oils, edibles and extracts, and of course, tasty buds that are by far BC's finest. So check the links below for all of these great Christmas gift ideas from our sponsors here at PFT and show them some love and let them know we sent you. And I want to thank you, the viewers, because our films and our YouTube videos are only made possible with your donations at pressfortruth.ca/donate, where you can contribute through PayPal or Bitcoin or Patreon or the Patreon alternative with a monthly contribution. So thank you so much to anyone who has already contributed. You guys rock. And thanks for watching, my friends. Don't forget to click that like button and share this video. And stay tuned for more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.